Hey, it's your boy Britannia's JWa with Gardening with JWa, and I'm here to just do Friday gardening vlog. What's the date today?
1/2.
Is it the 2nd?
I think so.
Yep. Friday, January 2nd or January 3rd, depending on if I actually looked at it right. Kyle over there coughing up something. So essentially, it's been a long time since I've uploaded to the channel, but the goal we're having is every Friday I want to release a gardening vlog video where I just kind of walk through, talk about what's going on in the garden and kind of what my chores are. So what I'm looking at right now is, as you can see, this little stick looking guy. This little Home Depot, still has a couple of leaves on it, but it's a Golden Kiss apricot. Effectively, we were at Home Depot, and this is a Flavor Delight apium, and it just does, let me kind of move, it does really, really well. It's got a nice thick trunk. It produces, it's like a nice size, so it's easy to harvest. And if you look closely, you can see here, like all of those are buds. So as you look, this thing is loaded all over the place. Gotta get the camera there. Boom, it's all over the place. This thing is loaded with buds. So we end up discovering that we really like apricots. So I got that gold kissed over there. So this is just me kind of walking through the yard. So you can see, I've been doing some trimming, but I've also been like getting rid of some not so good plants. I do need to do some grass. I need to weed eat the grass. The grass has been absolutely crazy. So I think this time, I think we'll kind of talk about some of the raised bed trees as well. So this is my fukushu. As you can see, it's put on a decent amount of growth. That's like, what is that, like 8 inches, maybe? Put a pretty good amount of growth all across the board if I like zoom out a little bit. So that's doing really good. None of these citruses really are going to be producing this year because you guys might not remember, but I had them all in pots, and unfortunately I abused them during their flowering season. And then I also planted them, and when you plant a tree from a pot into the ground or into a raised bed or into another pot, sometimes you actually restart the clock. This is sanguinelli, probably pronouncing that wrong. Actually, you know what's crazy? This is a Moro, and this guy actually does have a fruit on it. Now the cold is what gives them that color. So it's starting to show a little bit. I don't know if you can really see it, but come February, March, you should start to see like a nice blush on this, and that'll be when it's ready to go. So the Moro freaking blood oranges, dude, superstars. Now here's the funny part. I don't know what this is, because you'll notice I don't have tags on all my trees, except for a couple of them that I never took off. But like, I don't know what this is. I think this is like a murcot or a daisy. I know I have a murcot and a daisy. I just don't know which one's which. So this is a mystery plant. Over here we have our variegated Eureka, doing pretty good. Actually putting on some blooms. It's put on a lot of growth, as you guys can see. It's actually pretty crazy. Then we go over to here. This is the Clementine, doing super great. You know, sorry, I gotta get around my other tree. It's my Tango Mandarin, and as you can see, it's just loaded with fruit all across the board. It's like so much fruit everywhere. So you even got a whole branch, just to kind of give you an idea. You see, you got like a whole branch, you kind of just follow along, and it's got all these fruits just kind of going on. So this one's doing really, really good. So this is a Clementine. This is a Washington Navel clone. These things are thorny as hell. So pretty tough. Now this guy is the other mystery. So this is either the daisy or the murcot, and I have no way of knowing. Miwa kumquat. This thing has struggled a lot. I'm hoping this is the year I can kind of juice it up and get it going. I need to put more mulch in the bed because the mulch level's going low, but I did put some fertilizer in there, so hopefully that helps. Marumi kumquat, really delicious. Indio, there was a citrus on this actually, but I ate it. So there's that. And then this is a Nattle plum. Really pretty. Don't have any fruit on it, but it's a really pretty plant. I'm hoping to get fruit maybe. Like this part kind of burned up a little bit. Really pretty plant. This is just like a key lime. I don't know what's gonna happen, if this thing's gonna make it or not. I gotta cover up that fertilizer. It's just like right there. So we'll see what happens. This one kind of got abused, unfortunately. So, I mean, it definitely grew. Like the trunk got thicker for sure. So we'll see what happens there. This is my lime quat, doing really good. The fruit on this hasn't been great though. Part of the reason is like these guys got to get established, and I gotta make sure I'm giving them good water, because these guys were not producing really juicy fruit. They were kind of producing like kind of more pithy. So I think I might be hitting it too much with nitrogen or something. I'm gonna have to look into that. Now this, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did this, guys. Don't do this. Never leave this stuff here, because it'll strangle your tree. Super duper no. So I gotta come out here later and I gotta cut that off. This guy took a beating in our summer, but it's coming back. So I'm really happy with it. And then here's a surprise contender. This is a freaking starfruit. As you can see, it's died a lot and come back a lot. So I'm actually really excited. It'd probably do better if I gave it a better spot. Over here, pineapple guava, just a seedling. Another pineapple guava. This is either, I think this is the Nemetz pineapple guava. This is a Longan. Oh, it's got something on it. This thing like died back. Let me get over here. This thing died back because of the cold, and then it's growing back up again, so that's interesting. This is a strawberry guava, so as you can see, there's a clear difference here in how this is actually maintained. So it's not going to be like when you tighten it like completely to the thing, you suffocate it. This guy, oh man, holy shit. You see that? Wait for it. New growth, but this thing's been brutalized. Sorry if it seems like I'm all over the place. It's actually been a long time since I've done a video like this. Okay, so this is a new addition, which I think, I don't know if I did a video what it was here before. It was essentially a grape plant, a muscadine, but we have pups that like to eat the leaves, so I don't want any pup diarrhea. This right here should be, I believe, Salavatsky, and that pomegranate over there should be Eve. I have a picture on my phone. I'll have to double check. This is either Salavatsky or Eve pomegranate. As you can tell, they're just deciduous. Oh, what is going on here? What the fuck is this? It's like a creepy ass leaf. This is a Violet de Bordeaux fig. So I actually might get some figs this year. This is the Coolagen, probably pronouncing it wrong, pineapple guava. So hopefully this guy and the other guys will pollinate each other. So that'll be pretty nice. This is an olive, Albiquino. Really good guy. I have to cut it down though a little bit. It's too big. This is the other one. Now, this guy is absolutely crazy. Look at this. Just a big old stick and they like a flurry up top. It's so weird.
That one's the Eve.
And then that's Dean. Yeah, I'm wearing socks and sandals, guys. Dean! Ugh. Dean tries to eat the mulch. I gotta stop him. That's a blueberry, which I can't remember which one it is.
I think that one's Eve, JWa.
This one's Eve?
Yeah, with the weird
All right,
tuft.
so this one's Eve. The other one's Silvatsky.
Is the Russian one.
Yep. I ripped it out, trimmed it, and put it back. And obviously I didn't cover up this fertilizer. But that's the muscadine. We'll see if it actually comes back and I didn't kill it. It'll be fun. This is another blueberry, which has seen better days. I mean, it's Arizona, guys. Give me a break. These are the raised beds I gotta finish off. They got a bunch of debris in them. I'm gonna fill them up with more debris, cardboard, just fill dirt. I gotta do that with all three of these guys. Totally brutal. All right, hold on. Walking on over. I will showcase this, I guess, since he's on the wall. This is my New Zealand lemonade. It's crazy. Some kid's getting scolded outside right now. It's pretty funny. New Zealand lemonades. That's going to be exciting. Then we have silverberry. Variegated silverberry. This thing does flower. But I got this guy in the hopes that, oh shit, look at that. What the F? Okay, oh wait, no, the other leaf's in the way. Can you see it? The little flowers turning into that might be a fruit. Holy shit. That's gonna be pretty cool. I haven't gotten a fruit off these yet. I mainly got these because apparently birds really like them, but we can eat them too. And then this is Suriname cherry, just Suriname guy. So now we're in a little bit of a pickle. There's so much, dude. There's so much in my yard. I'm like not sure how to. Oh yeah, I could say that. So you see that stump right there? And then if I go over here, you can't see it, but there was a stump right there. Now where the New Zealand lemonade is. So I took out the 2 pomegranates I had, and I plopped 2 different ones that I can keep as a bush, because having it as a freaking tree honestly was a nightmare. It was those thorns honestly killed me. So now we get into don't mind, this is some extra like debris stuff I'm going to be using as fill, but for now I have it here. Car orange. And this, don't let the name fool you. This is a cocktail grapefruit. Not a grapefruit with multiple grafts, but the actual variety. So that's exciting. This guy right here, Palestine sweet lime. Exciting. This is moringa. I chop it back all the time. Bird took a dump. Asshole. Birds pooped at the edges. It's messed up. But you chop it back and then it just sprouts up. We've been having a really warm winter. So, oh dude, the dog took a dump. I literally pick up dog poop before I do any yard work. And they always find a way to just take another dump. They're savages. This right here is a Rio Red grapefruit. As you can see, these guys are all more newer plantings. Oh, this is Mexican sunflower. Just like a big old ball. If I go in, if I can even go in, you might be able to see the stumps. It was a bunch of stalks. And I chopped it all. All right, so then let me switch around. This right here is the Page Mandarin. My understanding is it's a hybrid between a Manila Tangelo and a Clementine. So we'll see how that goes. It already has like flowers and stuff on it too, which is really pretty. Here's the thought process. People say that don't let your tree put fruit on, in Arizona anyway, if its caliper, meaning its trunks, isn't at least an inch. I would say this is about an inch, not all the way through, but it's about an inch. That's definitely there. I kind of subscribe to the thought process that I want the citruses to really, really be strong. So I'll take off all the fruit until I get at least 2 inches. So for example, like this Kishu Mandarin, it looks like a nightmare. See that? Can you see that in there? Yeah, it's all hidden. It's like 2 inches, 2.5 inches. So this guy can fruit. Now I got a problem with that. Now I'm trying to think, dude. Gosh, you know, when you say it all out loud, you realize how much you have. It's like, it's kind of crazy. Okay, so that effectively covers the outskirts of our yard. And then the Florida Prince is waking up again. We've had a really warm winter. So that covers the outskirts. There's some more stuff, like our Japanese burgundy plum, our apple. But for now, I think I'm going to call it for the video. But I think this kind of covers at least the initial. Like I said, it's kind of weird doing like gardening vlogs. I'm kind of more used to doing live. So it will be a little bit of a learning curve on getting the right feel for it. But the goal is every Friday, I want to release a video where I just talk about, hey, what's going on, what my thoughts are, what I'm thinking, and what I'm planning to do. And then the next Friday, you can see if I did it or not. Look at all this. This is going to bloom like crazy. This is Turk's Cap hibiscus. Oh, shit. So apparently, it's edible. Can't do both. And it's supposed to have it's supposed to be sweet. Oh, shit. It's sweet. So you just eat it. That's nice. I like that. I wasn't sure if it would be sweet because I water once a week right now. And it's Friday. So this thing hasn't been watered for literally like almost a week. Well, that's pretty good. As you can tell, they just put them on. They start pumping them out. So this is going to be really delicious. Okay, well, it's your boy Protagonist JWa with Gardening with JWa. Wish you guys the best. Bye for now.